Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and also good evening, guys. Welcome to my channel. Yo, iflo, it's Ngbambe Pants. I have flu. Um, just came back from work, and yeah, man. Izolo, yesterday I was watching Blood and Water on Netflix. Make sure that you check it out. Season 4, and I finally completed the whole season. Um, it was okay. However, I was very emotional when when you watch a show or a series or in a movie, you end up having your favorite characters, right? To a point to good when something bad happens to them, you wish good, you know what? I just hope the person who's doing all of this bad thing can be caught. The person who's doing all of this in and be punished. So with this whole entire with how I saw it, this season it was based on a guy by the name of Damien. It was based on this guy who was bullied. He was bullied by his schoolmates or peers, um, and he ended up getting sick. Hey, he almost drowned. He did drown. He almost passed away. I was very emotional. Mina, I've never really been bullied like that. It was only in day verbal, but ish, when somebody does something to you, I saw that there's that scene where Ufigile had visited the guy when he was in hospital, and his father had paid him a visit, and the father said, Wuchi, I know those kids did this, but because they are lawyered up, their families have money, they'll get away with this. It broke my heart. And even when this guy was like, my father is diabetic now, like he tried his best to put me in a good school. For example, this school that this guy was in, and all of this happened. Guys, our parents work very hard. They work very hard to get us into all these nice schools and all of that. Some of our parents are even using their last cent just so that we can get or can have a better future. You understand? Please stop bullying. Yes, I saw how this guy, I only saw him, if I'm not mistaken, from this from the second last scene to the last scene, if I'm not mistaken, or the last scene. But it was as if he was in the whole entire thing. He was appearing in all of these. At first, I did see him as a villain, but in the end, my heart was broken for him. He basically lost everything. Everything. His health. He mentioned his health, his future in terms of iskolo. Now his father is sick, and the way he said it, it was as if the stress and everything. Because there is a part where he said his father, the stress. My father worked very hard to a point that the stress started getting to him, having to be paying now. First, it was because of the tuition and next thing, ama medical bills. Nangu na akaseko right. All these bullies, they are living their lives as if nothing happened. Nje, please, please, I'm just urging you guys, if you have kids, teach your kids to not bully other people's kids. If you have kids, teach your kids, Guti, if you are being bullied, you mean, I believe in this thing, to fight for yourself. If it means defend yourself, you'll report. If you want to ayikho into enziwayo, your parents, if ayikho into enziwayo, because some kids, I remember there was even this story, broke my heart. I can't remember if the child's name was Ulufuno or what, from Limpopo, who was also bullied. And this child just took her life. Bullying is very painful. It's very painful, bafetang funqa mamang. Because I can only imagine when the only thing you just wanted to do, it was just to go to school, like with this guy, just to go to school. And another thing that was even painful is when he said that the only thing that I did, I was just trying to be your friend. And this is where it got me. Please teach your kids. Let's teach our kids, Bafet. No one wants to be bullied. No one wants to be bullied. No one wants to have a child who's being bullied. And no one wants, I'm sure there's also no one who wants their child to be a bully. Because normally you'd hear abantu bethi, yo, mina umntwana wami uyashaya ke. Owami, cha wami uyashaya ke. No. I'm not saying ungas defend when need be, but bullying bafethu, you'll destroy lives. I mean, I remember with this guy at work, with him, sorry, there was a phone call. With him, I almost left umsebenzi. I almost resigned. I was at the verge of saying, I can't do this. Looking back now, I'm like, if I had, ngabe ngikuphi, like, where would I be? Bullying is painful, guys. Please. Even us as adults, let's not bully each other. Treat people the same way that you would like to be treated. You'll never understand that up until you get to a point where someone who, or you get bullied, or someone just azenzele lago. Let's respect each other. Let's treat each other with respect. If you were bullied, I always say this on this channel, Guti, mina, just because I was bullied doesn't mean somebody else, I must bully someone else. Doesn't. Honestly, it does not. You know? Break the cycle, man. And if you are being bullied, report this to your family, report this to your mom, report this to your dad. Can I please answer this call? Sorry about that. Report this. And parents, listen to your kids. Listen to your kids. Yo, I really felt for the guy. I felt for him. I felt sad for him, Jay. We can do better, eh? We honestly can do better. We can. We can do better, Bafethu. Even if you were abused, you were RAPE'd or whatever when you were growing up, Kubhlungu, I will not lie to you. This person keeps on calling, guys. Okay, sorry, I had to help a friend of mine with something. But guys, let's stop bullying. Let's spread the word. If you see someone being bullied, if you know someone who is a bully, stop that person. Talk to them. Akukho right, look. Akukho right. Yo, mina, my heart broke, guys. Don't do this. Don't, NJ. Don't do this. Because you might think when you're just doing it because you want to look cool or whatever, but you are actually destroying someone's life. Now, remember at work, I had to rebuild myself from scratch when I arrived here. I had to rebuild myself from scratch. I had to, and it's hard, when somebody crushes you. They don't just crush your body. They're not crushing you physically, but it's self-esteem. We work very hard, Wafeto, to get to where we are. Please stop bullying. Please check out this season of Blood and Water on Netflix. Yeah. Thank you very much.